What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and it's NBA Media Day, and we have to talk about Ja Morant, his return to the Memphis Grizzlies after a tough 2 years, with some of the things that went on in the headlines, but also his injury, that took him out last year. He started off playing really well, game winner on Zion Williamson and the Pelicans, and Ja was looking to be right back, picking up where he had left off, but we know how last season ended for him and how a lot of people have written off his leadership and different things like that. But Ja is back, man, and the league is better when Ja Morant is playing basketball. So we're going to look at his live from last night and some of the key moments from Media Day, talking about how he's grown and how he's happier than he's been in a long time. And, if he was to go through what he had to go through to get to where he is now and find that happiness, I'm happy for him. And Nike released a great commercial for him yesterday, leading up to this. And so without further ado, we're going to look at this and react to this. Let's check it out.
Do that. Small little song on cheese. Hey, man, I told him 12 back on live, but this ain't that type of live, man. Hoop live, man. Let y'all know we coming.
For real. And 12, you just want to do that for real. She was so nice, make you dunk on your daddy. Come here, daddy.
It's the good lie, not the bad one. Real one's winning. And I'm at y'all neck.
So we have Brooklyn Nets, Nic Claxton, speaking on Ja Morant. They're very close friends. They play AAU together in South Carolina. Nic Claxton playing at Legacy Charter, in high school. And you had Ja Morant playing at Crestwood. Ja Morant was very underrated in high school. Big-time basketball player. And so was Nic Claxton. Both of them made it to the league. And so, yeah, man, let's hear from his friend before we get into Ja Morant.
Run into Ja Morant a lot. The AAU circuit. He was on your team, correct?
Play, yeah.
What do you expect out of him this year? That's a guy who feels like we haven't seen him in 2 years.
Yeah, I think he's going to get back to himself. That's all he has to do, get back to himself. I saw him some this summer. He's healthy. He seems like mentally and physically. So, I always want to see us South Carolina guys win.
What was it like playing with him? You guys, have him who can score everywhere. You at the rim. What was that like?
Yeah, it was good. It was dope. And that's before he really, truly came into his own. He didn't have the athleticism piece, but he was always just like, an extremely solid point guard, facilitating, getting everybody involved. And, it's good to see him blossom into who he is now.
Is there a way you want to look back at the last year, maybe a year from now? Is there something you'll want to remember sort of about maybe the good or the bad that might have come from that?
Pretty much everything. Last 2 years, everything that I've experienced, everything that, I've been through, I want to, remember, that feeling I felt, each time, no matter, what situation it was. I felt like it helped me a lot, helped me grow more into a better Ja. Right now, I'm probably the happiest I feel like I've been in a while. And, just having my family, my AAU team, and, the little things I was doing to, keep me going, and that makes me happy. Being able to do it, this offseason, catching up with a lot of, my family, it's been good.
Ja, you talk about wanting to remember everything over the last couple of years. How much is that maybe motivation? The Nike commercial talked about, bouncing back and how you always do that. Is there a motivation to maybe remind the folks around the NBA that, you're still that guy and still able to be the player that you were before the last couple of years?
Honestly, I'm not even worried about, proving them wrong. Like I said, right now I'm happy, and that's my main focus. I feel like a happy Ja is a scary Ja for a lot of people. So as long as I, stay happy and healthy, it'll be a great season.
Hey, Ja, how are you doing mentally?
I'm good.
The ask because you talked about your mental health.
Yeah, I'm doing well. I woke up this morning, as we all did. We're blessed to be here. Blessed to be in the position that I'm in, do what I love at, the highest level. Being able to take care of my family and also, putting them in positions to, and excel in whatever, they want to do in life is my main goal. So all that's going well right now, so I have no complaints.
You can hear in Ja Morant's answers that with life, it taught him some things. Just as things you get with wisdom, time, experience, and some of the things, if he could go back and not do those things, he would. And seeing his daughter grow up too, right? That's the unspoken thing that has an effect on any parent. And Ja's a parent, and his daughter's speaking more. When kids start to speak more, you think more because they are conveying their thoughts, and you may think about what is rubbing off on them in a positive way and what you may be doing that may rub off on them in a negative way. And that's not even just specific to Ja, that's me, that's everybody, so I wanted to say that. And Ja, I like that he said he's not focused on proving them wrong. Because see, when you put too much energy into that, you forget to prove yourself right, and that's what you play in the game for at the end of the day. And Ja's gotten to this position. It's going to be interesting to see where he comes back, where he fits in the pantheon of great point guards. Obviously, there was Steph and them before him, but I'm talking about these new young guys. Jalen Brunson, superstar point guard now for the New York Knicks. Tyrese Maxey going into superstardom right now. People don't talk about Kobe White, but Kobe White is coming. I'm telling you, Kobe White is going to be in that conversation this year with those guys. Also, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, that guy there, I saved him for last for the reason that OKC is in the conference with Ja and them, and this is where we saw the Grizzlies being a couple years ago. And on top of that, OKC has added Isaiah Hartenstein, and now they have a complete team because now you can put Chet at the 4, and he don't have to bang with the physical bigs. You leave that to Hartenstein. Now Chet can roam, help side defense, be a versatile unicorn all over the floor. And so that team is formidable and scary. The Grizzlies, they've added Zach Edey. It's going to be interesting to see how his game translates to the NBA because he has soft hands. He can post up really well, and he'll be able to play off of Ja Morant. And, let's see what his presence is like in the paint. And can he get up and down when those games really start to be back and forth, moving at a high rate of speed? But, in theory, if you have him and Jaren Jackson, you should have some good defense by the rim. But yeah, man, I like Ja Morant's mature answers. I know people gonna want to say, they gotta see it before they believe it, and that's fair at this point. But Ja, he did send a message, say he's on everybody's neck. I have no problem with that. That's his mentality. That's gotten him to this point. Use it as motivation because now you have all these point guards up and coming. But Ja Morant has that Derrick Rose, type of highlight stuff in his game, that none of the other PGs have quite like him. So I'm ready to see what he does this season. I want to know what you guys think about Ja Morant, his media day, his IG live, and what do you expect from him this season? I'm expecting a healthy Ja getting right back, to the top of the game and really making some noise in that Western Conference. That's what I'm expecting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.